Return Nation, welcome back to Return TV. I'm Nathaniel East.
And I'm Christopher Johnson.
And Christopher, what a game it was last Friday night. First round of playoffs, we win an epic battle between Fort Gibson, 42-35. What was the atmosphere? You're a part of the Nest that night, and what was the atmosphere the whole game?
I mean, it was pretty up and down. We started off the game, loud. We're excited. It's a playoff game. And then we got down by quite a bit towards the second and third quarter, and things just got a lot quieter. And we were thinking we were going to lose. We had not a lot of hope left. And then fourth quarter happened, and Grove started rallying, and we just got a lot louder, and it was just a great environment towards that fourth quarter.
Yeah, and what an epic comeback it was. We were trailing in the third quarter, 35-21. Ended up scoring 3 touchdowns to secure the victory in the first round of playoffs. This week, though, it's a different matchup. It's going to be Elk City. They will come to town, and we will host them. So, Chris, why don't you tell us about the stats this season?
Grove has really been a second-half team. Their stats in the second half are a lot better than their first-half stats. They're scoring more points, and they're playing better defense in that second half. Emmanuel Crawford has rushed for 2,276 yards and 37 touchdowns. Carson Trimble has thrown for 1,915 yards, 20 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions, with a 70% completion percentage. Hagen Hacker has received for 745 yards and 10 touchdowns this year.
And the other matchups in the playoffs as we play is Bristol and Clinton, Wagner and Tuttle, and Blanchard and Poto. So if we win Friday, then we will face either against Bristol or Clinton. It's going to be a good Friday night. Christopher, how excited are you to broadcast your first playoff game?
I'm pretty excited. I think it's going to be a great one to broadcast.
Absolutely. And if you want to check out any of the past pregame shows or interviews that we've done, you can always head to YouTube. Return TV is our channel, and so you can watch any of those. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the pregame. We have interviews coming up shortly after this. I'm Nathaniel East.
And I'm Christopher Johnson.
And we'll see y'all next time. Return Nation, welcome back to Return TV. Today I'm interviewing Coach Ward. Coach, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good.
And Coach, you've had an amazing defensive season. What have your players done to stay consistent together?
I think they just keep playing, no matter the circumstance, whether it's good or bad. They just keep playing. And for like one of my favorite verses in the Bible, Galatians 6:9. If we just keep doing good and at the right time, we're going to harvest a reward. And it's been like that all year. We just keep playing, keep our heads together, and something good eventually happens. So.
Amen to that. And, teams will obviously get tougher as we keep on playing in these playoffs. So what will be the main focus defensively?
Really at this point in the year, you're not going to see a bad team. And so we really focus on just making sure we understand where to line up and where our eyes need to be. And, the rest kind of takes care of itself. And so just being disciplined and not looking in the wrong spot and getting caught off guard on something. So, that's really what we're focusing on this week against Elk City is really pay attention to where our eyes need to be and hustle the ball.
Speaking of Elk City, what is the one thing that you have to look for from them?
They're just going to keep coming at you. They run the ball, they run just the dive and the ISO and the power and the counter, and then after they do that about 30 times, then they'll throw it every now and then. And so, they don't throw it very often, so we really have to be kind of paying attention and not get caught off guard when they do throw it, because they are very capable there as well. So they're a tough team, but I like our chances.
And Braden Casey obviously led the team with tackles. What is some advice that you may have told him, because he had to step up from last season?
He's really one of those guys that if he kind of gets nervous and plays tight, he's not the same. But whenever you just say, hey, I believe in you, and you do a great job of just being you, just take your read, believe in it, and go. And he just hustles. He never quits on a play. He's always running. He's always moving. And by doing that, he usually finds himself in a good place.
And we've had comebacks from really good top teams like Bristol and Wagner, and last game against Fort Gibson. What are you proud of most? What are you proud of most about this defensive team?
I think more than anything, just their effort, and then, like I said, their ability to just go play. It's easy to say sometimes if something bad happens to, hey, we got to suck it up here, we got to go. And sometimes in the past, we've had guys maybe bickering on the field, like it was your fault this happened, or it's your fault that happened, or I can't believe the offense turned it over, and why are we out here again? And this year really haven't seen any of that. We've just seen guys that just say, all right, it's time to go play defense. And I think the more we have of that team first mentality of like, this is what our team needs, let's put the past behind us, let's move forward, and the better we've been. And so this group has done a really good job of believing in that, and it's shown in the results that they've had.
And the last question I have: what has been your favorite moment so far this season?
We've had a lot of favorite moments. We've had some really good games and really good hits. Probably one of my favorite ones just when we got that fumble against Bristow to give us a chance to come back and score that last time. There was a lot of emotion. That was a big comeback in the second half. The kids were excited, the sidelines, the stands, and that was just a fun thing of just kind of say that little prayer like, please let us have a turnover here. Let's figure something out. And then all of a sudden the ball pops loose and we get on it. And it was a lot of fun and exciting time. So.
All right, Coach. Well, thank you for the question. Thank you for this interview, and good luck to Elk City.
Thank you very much.
Red Runner Nation, welcome back to Red Runner TV. Today I'm joined by Coda Morgan and Cooper Edwards, two of the offensive linemen for the Grove Ridge Runners. Thank you guys for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having
us, brother. Appreciate you.
So first things first, what's been the most memorable moment for you guys this season?
I'd probably say last week's game against Fort Gibson, scoring 21 unanswered in the fourth and coming back and winning the game.
I would say that late fourth quarter charge against Bristow.
So either one of y'all can answer this question, but when you think of teams, and that's just any team like ever, like college, NFL, pros. So when you think of a team, it's just the quarterback. You think of quarterback, you think of running back, obviously. I mean, linemen, they get overlooked a lot. And so obviously you guys being linemen, what do you guys personally think about that?
A lot of fans really overlook the lineman more than the team because our team does a great job of showing the linemen love and congratulating them after every game, especially Emmanuel Crawford. He gives us a lot of love after the games.
Yeah, and obviously with that being said, I mean, without you guys, Emmanuel Crawford or Carson wouldn't be able to make those big plays that you guys do on the team. So next question is, what is going to be the biggest threat from Elk City this week?
Their run game's amazing. They'll run it 5 different times in a row for 4 or 5 yards, keep picking up first downs, and they're going to run a play action and bomb you for 50 yards for a touchdown. When we stop the run, and we'll be just fine,
And let's talk about that Fort Gibson game. Absolutely incredible comeback late in the third and early in the fourth. What did you guys overall think about that game as a whole?
Definitely was not our best game, that's for sure. Late in the third, our team almost fell apart a little bit, but we definitely came back together for the win.
All right, I got some NFL questions for y'all. So for those that don't know, go ahead and tell the folks out there what your guys' favorite team is.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Miami Dolphins.
And I'm going to ask y'all, what's been the struggle? I mean, both teams are struggling this season. What's been hurting the team the most?
I got to say O-line. O-line's a big thing in the NFL. If you don't have a good O-line, you're not going to be good.
Earlier in the year, it was the defense and the offensive line, but these last few games, defense has definitely stepped it up. O-line's still playing like they've been all year.
And I just want to say my Cowboys have been doing pretty well this season.
We'll
We're
see.
7-2. I'm not really sure how we're going to do in the playoffs, though. Once that comes around, we'll see. But last question. What's been the most hardest part, as the Ridge Runners as a whole? I mean, you guys been struggling in the first half. Always seem to be coming back against the tougher teams late in the end. But you guys know that cannot happen any more longer because as you guys go further in the playoffs, teams will get harder to beat and come back. So what do you guys think about that?
I mean, that's really hard to answer that question. I mean, I don't know exactly why we don't score as many points in the first half, why we don't play better defense in the first half. It's really hard to answer.
I mean, I think our pregame, we have to, stay super quiet, and I feel like that makes us come out flat. But in the second half, we definitely come together as a team. That's what helps our team a lot is our chemistry.
All right, well, good luck to you guys in Elk City, and I'm looking forward to practice.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thanks for having us.
Of course.
That was great.
Good.
That was